I believe in God because everything comes from something. From the precise positioning of the moon to the mesmerizing sunset, Allah created the soul and placed it within our bodies. It was considered silly for a person not to believe in the soul because clearly you can tell if something has a soul or not. Atheists too believe that something must come from something, but they prioritize other solutions to the question of human origin than the solution of God. The most popular solution being evolution, though if you are an evolutionist, then how have we humans evolved to have the intuition in believing in a creator in order to benefit us? You may ask, who created God? Well, that's easy. It was God which created the concept of creation, where one thing is able to multiply from another thing. Allah is beyond our tiny logic. Verily, it is He who created everything. Therefore, this idea of who created God cannot be applied to Him. Otherwise, it would end up in an endless loop of who created who, and so on. If you are an atheist, why do you care about morality? To you, there is no meaning in life. According to you, when we die, it's lights out. That's it. So then why do you care so much about what is wrong and what is right? You do not believe in anything, so you should not have to care. You may think I confuse this with nihilism, however, it does not matter which ideology you prioritize. Your lack of faith in a divine creator will always lead you to nihilism and deep sadness, where either you are conscious of it or not. Your moral compass will point everywhere and anywhere, especially when you listen to the society around you. But what authority does society have over your moral beliefs, and where does it even come from? It is Allah who provided us with these intuitions in order for us to worship Him alone, and this is why I believe in God. To me, this question of why do you believe in God comes into my mind and just sits in the fog. It does not go anywhere. There are countless reasons why one believes in a divine creator. They could not list them all. It is like asking, why do we live? Why are we here? What is our purpose? The belief in God answers all of these questions. It is not an open-mindedness. Rather, it forces you to keep thinking. Life questions will forever resonate within us until we die. Every soul will taste death, and this life of which we live in is a test from our Creator. It is not for God to see who is right and who is wrong, but it is to test our own humanity through which divine purpose I cannot describe. Our laptop chargers and earphones continue to get tangled, but our blood vessels continue to flourish. Can we bring a dead person back to life? No. Can we replace a heart that has already stopped? That's not how it works, my friend. Not even science, with all its know-how, can solve death. So what authority does it have over something as complex as a divine creator as well as his existence? I remember being asked the question, why do you believe in God? I felt so angry, so frustrated, I could not answer. I could not answer because I didn't need to know the answer in order to reply. How could one ask such a simple question and expect a simple answer? How could one not understand nor see why a person believes in God? Is it not clear to you? How the salt water and sweet water do not mix, and how the moon and sun have equally balanced cycles? How scientists are unable to replicate something as delicate as the wing of a fly and a mosquito. Such audacity to ask for something which is already in plain sight. Atheists can only ask simple questions which force the religious to provide a complicated answer, only to still remain on the disagreeing side. Could this be the godless world Nietzsche prophesied? The poison of our nature? The contributor to our chaos? The truth is, when faith gets challenged, the innocent are unable to answer. The strict turn away, the passionate become harsh, and the non-believers remain lost. The trauma one can receive when their faith begins to be challenged is indescribable. It forces them to hurt, to boil, to study, to search, to dig into the intellect and the intellect of others, to become an intellectual, a cure for chaos and a sight for the blind. The frustration is unbearable. It is a saddening pain provided by those who are ignorant, who have trouble understanding reason, a sensation one must experience in order to witness the reflection of a godless society. The question of why do I believe in God has already been answered by looking around you, and is not a proper question. A better question is, why do you disbelieve? Is it because you're an evolutionist and society tells you what is wrong and what is right? Is it because you have had family issues and maybe your father went off somewhere and you've lost all hope in humanity? Perhaps you are agnostic and you just don't know. Perhaps the education system has had an effect on the way you view life. And so I ask you, why don't you believe in God?